quick strike complete. Still running at the 40. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense. You got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football. You want to be in the mix. Find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Hicks. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cincinnati. We'll circle.
Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his feet. Wait, that would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a...
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet.
Trying to beat the D deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback checking off. On second down, they'll take to the air. And he's got it inside the 35. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. Dances away. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. 2nd and 10 here. They're going to throw it again. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is...
Touchdown, Bruins! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points was waiting on them. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well.
And the pass is intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying the left side. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And on second down for this offense. Now the play fake. Caught close to the marker, it's Jones. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And the point after is good. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Hicks. He's right on target. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Illinois. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to
do. Defense showing blitz here. It's caught. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense. They're taking... Two straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. They'll try the run. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to...
The kick is good.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Looking to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to the air one more time. He's got him this time. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it perfect. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making,
and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Boise State looked like a bunch of world beaters. I think a lot of people forget just how much this program dominated the WAC and Mountain West conferences, and they're a problem again. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looking to pass, it's Hicks. A little screen to the running back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Well, this defense wants to bring some pressure. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois pick. Now here they come again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Breaks the tackle. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
First down, Illinois.
They'll give it to him again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Illinois lining up quickly. He's going to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Going up top on first down. Snags it. Touchdown, Illini! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quarterback checking the play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads it downfield. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete to the right. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drive. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He's looking for a man on second down. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
To the air, it's Hicks. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Out of the shotgun on third down. Unleashes it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kramer. chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Illinois right back to the line.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. In the red area, it's Kramer. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Looking to buy time. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, now on 2nd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. They'll try to run for it. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
To the air. It's Hicks. Throws to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. They're trying to get to it. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.